One of the things that people ask is like, okay, so we kind of get the water, the light, and this does sound very, very different from other water machines, but at the same in the same breath, people are asking, so how is this different from the machines that filter water, get rid of fluoride, chlorine, which is difficult sometimes. Does it make it alkaline? Does it make it hydrogen water? Do you add any ions and minerals? That kind of those questions. Do they make hexagonal? Like, there's all these questions that people that love water machines are asking me. So I'll let you kind of dive into some of that.
All right, let me share an image here, and this might make it a little bit easier to see. So this is from one of the patents now that we have on this. So we've already have our first issued patent on this, and there's a number. I think we're going to end up having 6 to 8 patents on this by the time April or May come around. So we'll have quite a few, but the first one's already been issued. And so this is, general some concept art of what the machine looks like. And over here on the left would be a 2-liter fill area. And then over here on the right, behind that panel, is going to be our 2 stages of filtration. So you put either clean or tap water into this. It'll go through a primary stage of filtration to remove just about everything. We got the highest end filter made that we could possibly have made. But then we still pass it through a second filter. And by the time the water enters into the central compartment, it has additional hydrogen that's been added to it, and it's got oxygen in it as well. And that's important because the genesis of this discovery were several different phenomena, but where it originated was taking hydrogen and oxygen, recombining them catalytically in the presence of a novel electromagnetic field. So behind this panel over here is the core of the machine, and it's something like this. This is just a diagram for the sake of the patent. But basically what this shows is that if we take water, we add hydrogen and oxygen to it in the presence of 6 different wavelengths of light, that it's going to change the bond angle between the hydrogen and oxygen. And we've measured the conductivity of the water. That interestingly changes. And this process is able to embed these photons into the water. So when you drink the water, the photons are released inside the body. So alkaline water machines won't do that. Filtration, of course, obviously won't do that. Structured water won't do anything like that. It's a totally unique process. And the water will, in fact, vortex when you freeze it. So you get this beautiful implosion. Whereas when you freeze the water, you get these ice crystals that form in an implosion and even a vortex funnel in the center of the beaker. And when we change the wavelengths of light during our experimentation, we can actually change the structures that appear. So it does show the relationship between light and matter, which is completely consistent with the Bible, how God speaks things into existence.
I remember one of the beakers 2 years ago or 3 years ago where it looked like there was something spiraling up out of it. It was like
Yes.
crazy looking.
We've had a few of those things happen. We've had pillars that have kind of risen out of the water, things that look like potato chips, fish fins have appeared. Really interesting things. A recent test that my daughter Kelly was doing was we got 2 globes that appeared in the water, one stacked up on top of the other. And that actually has a very practical application. One of the directions we're going in this is we're learning how to embed light into the body and cause it to go to specific areas of the body. So for example, let's say, I can talk about this freely since we're not marketing it or selling it. In the future, you'll be able to drink water And let's say someone is experiencing macular degeneration, the energy, the photons of light will go directly to the eyes to initiate regeneration of that tissue. Or if someone has cirrhosis of the liver, we can send the light directly to the liver and trigger a regenerative response there. So that technology, it's
I
in its
see.
infancy, but that's where this is going.